Yolan True, and welcome to an exciting New Year's Eve on our little planet in the Sol system. It was quite a turbulent year for me with this channel because at the beginning of the year I wouldn't have thought that I would create a channel like this at all. I'm on YouTube for a number of years already, but didn't think about this. For my longtime viewers in this short time, they will know that I just played this game as a relaxation from my normal work, and my crazy friend then mentioned that I should do some videos because I'm explaining all the time and for our alliance, and more people could use that explaining. And so it all started, and just within 6 months I had more than 1,000 subscribers, I had tons of views, the channel was monetized, so it was just an extraordinary journey. And I want to quickly talk about this journey a bit, of course, tonight when this year ends and the new year for STFC, for my channel, and for all of you will start. But it's also another part where I have to say thank you to all of you, like I did in my Christmas video, because you were amazing with all your support for this channel. Not only with your views, with your subscriptions, some gave some support via PayPal, via memberships already, super chats. So it was really amazing, and you helped me continue the work on this channel as well. And of course, a big thank you to everyone from my alliance. We are a great team. Today we had to defend one of ours, and again, and so when everybody heard it, they jumped in to defend. But of course, never forget the big old and oldest rule in this game. It is shield or share. So never forget to raise your base shields after you reach level 15. You always should do that. I thought I take the occasion because even on our server, which is more than a year old, still every day new players join, instead of the newest server, for example. But that's why I in many videos talk about the basic stuff for the newest players. I know there will always be new servers as long as this game exists, and there will always be new players. And so I put in a lot of basic stuff as well, and do videos on the most basic stuff people with high levels won't be interested in. Of course, on a New Year's Eve video, it cannot miss out on crashing, which it does a lot at the moment. And so besides showing once again why Scopely has to make good on their promise to do more quality than quantity in 2024, which I really can only hope, because I love this game. That's why I still play this game on my third server now, why I'm making those videos. But sometimes, like at the moment, it's really annoying. And so this is one of the wishes for the year 2024, that Scopely really fulfills their promise that they will concentrate on quality over quantity next year. And the stability on iOS is one of the biggest issues they have to work on. But as I said, I also want to talk about some basic stuff. I, for example, talked about a warp range crew before, but I never so far really talked about warp range as an issue overall in the video, and that's what I wanted to include tonight. Because you know, even when you start, and if you click on systems that are further out, like when you start and end up here in those level 1 systems, and then you look at those systems where you later can get material, like these level 18 systems around here and so on, where you can't go in the beginning, that already shows you that warp range will play an important role in this game. And that continues. For example, if I look at a system where I'm grinding reputation at the moment, those systems are far out, and if I zoom out, you see that's the end of the Federation system, or the Federation, and then they entered another Federation part a few months ago. For this you need a lot of warp range, and so I just pick a ship that doesn't have that much and just click it, you see I already need a warp range of 230 here. And that is not the end of it. So you will always have to take care of warp range. And the good thing is there is not only the crew I made a video on. So if you haven't seen the video on the warp range crew, have a look at crews, the playlist crews. And they are not the only one that or the only ones that can help you with that. There's also research which you have to take care of, and for that I have to go to my R&D department for a second, because I'm doing all researches at the moment. I can't click there, but there is research in the Galaxy research, for example. It's called Enhanced Warp Cores. There you can extend your warp range. There is research in starships. Once you have the Voyager, you can extend the warp range for the Voyager, and no, this is the Titan A now. Here you can extend the range for the warp for the Titan A. Then there is another for the Voyager, if I find it. Yeah, that happens when you want to show something. No, that's the warp speed. Yeah, but that's typical. That's the antimatter recycler. Yeah, the antimatter recycler. And you see the bonus for my Voyager is 275 already. I'm looking forward to R&D department level 50 because I can get another 50 warp range on that one. And so you have to look all over the place for it. Even with the fleet commanders, and there it crashes again. That's what I mean. Usually in one video you see it crashes once, maybe. And this is, by the way, my 260th video that I made for this channel. In 259 videos, no, 258, because this morning it already happened. In 258 videos you saw that it crashes maybe once. And that was something that I was not liking. But at the moment, whatever I click, there's a big chance that the game crashes again. And this happens for a few days now, that it's doing that so much that they really have to start working on it. Because I so often have to switch to the desktop, and I don't like to sit in my office all the time. I want to sit on my sofa and play this game. But I have to switch to the desktop so often to play the game. And that's not the good news for the last year, but the good thing is it's a new year tomorrow, and we all can hope that this gets better. But with rising levels, it also gets better with your warp range, as I said. And another thing I haven't mentioned yet is that indeed you have limits on how many ships you can have. I talked about it a little bit when I talked about a certain ship, if you need it or not, that you have to take care of it. But if you go to ships, on the top you see the ship slots. I have 59 filled of 72. I have built 59 ships. I don't have duplicate ships, and I just scrapped another Mayflower and another D3, another Legionary for materials again. But I cannot have more than 72, so you have to keep an eye on it if you want more new ships, because this is much lower in the beginning, and you get more slots by upgrading the ship hangar. And so that's why I'm at 72 now. But that's also the reason you see that I can build a lot of ships at the moment, because by grinding hostiles all the time, you get blueprints for ships. And for example, I don't know, I can build a lot of horizons with 2,200 blueprints, and I need 40 for one horizon, but I'm not building them because that just would fill my slots. Or here I can build another D4, I can build another Enterprise, but I already have them all. I can build another Valkys, and that would just fill the slots. And because they are limited, I'm not building every ship that I can. I have one of each, and that's enough for me. I have bigger ones than those anyway now, but still, you saw how many horizons I can build. But I don't do this because I will need the slots later. Of course, I get more slots with the growing ship hangar in time, but not immediately. And if I just would fill them up, I would have to wait for another ops level and hangar building, etc. So I keep some open. I'm, as I once mentioned, a ship collector, where I just see that the hijacked ships, they are not worth anything in this game, to be honest. But I am a ship collector. In the end, I want to have every ship class that's there, and so that's why I build them. But I'm not building several of them, even if I could. And I could have built several of them if I wanted, just via the augment faction, but I won't do that. I just have one of each, and at some point there are some ships, like, for example, the no, there I'm too far. The the Bortas and the Burrell I don't have, because I saved all the credits for the D4 at the time, because that was my target and my first epic ship. That was the D4, and so I never built the Bortas or the Burrell, but at some point in the game I will get them. I mean, you see, I never targeted them. I never bought a single BP, but I've got 53 Bortas BP and 66 Burrell BP. So at some point I will build them just to have them, because I'm one of the ship collectors. But it's not necessary to have them all. But it's just nice. But I will not build several of them because of the limited ship slots. And that was something that I wanted to mention for our new players here on the game as well, because that people rarely talk about this, and that's why I thought it's a good thing. And you see in my videos that I have different frames and avatars, and for the brand new players, I quickly want to show how to do this, because on the top left, if you click on your avatar in your frame, and then again on the pen next to the avatar in the frame, you get to the section where you can exchange them. Of course, you need to unlock some. The first ones you have are the top, the 4 in the top, those those common ones. The Starfleet insignia might have been there, I don't know, but the 3 pilots, so to speak, will be there, and the rest you unlock during events, battle passes and everything, and just change it. And if you want to use it, you just click equip, and it's the same with the frames. I'm not doing that because I want to keep my Cardassian insignia. I'm the leader of the Cardassian Union here on this server. That's my alliance, and so that's why I keep it that way. Yeah, I use a Federation frame there, the Trailblazer frame, but I just like that it's moving. They're really great ones. And the same with the frames. In the beginning you have no frame, but you earn them via events, in your away team section, in your territory section, and so on. And in the end you will have more and more of them. What hurts a little bit is that the old frames are all shown here, that are from events from earlier arcs that I did on my old servers. And for example, my favorite one is still here. That's that's the Ferengi Vault. That's not it. There it is. The Gowron one, I love that one. I had it on another server, but of course when I started here on this server I didn't have it, and there was no way to get it here, because that is really one of my favorite ones because of the fire in the background. But it's a shame that I always see them, but maybe they will do some events. We could get older frames recently in one event, so maybe they will have one where you can pick from all the old ones your favorite one. That would be some suggestion to Scopely here to do that, because I really miss my favorite one and I cannot pick it anymore. But that's for the brand new players to know how to do this. That was some kind of little bit of service here in the New Year's Eve video. And I quickly need to help my alliance members, because that's another part of being in an alliance, that we help each other, not only with the defense today, where we defended one of ours who forgot to shield, but also this alliance help can really shorten your times. And with the alliance growing, the alliance level is reached by alliance contribution. I made a video on this, and with that, more and more members can help you. And we have an alliance help limit at the moment of 18 on level 30, and that will rise again at level 35. And in the beginning it's much lower. So in a new alliance or new server, only 4 other members can click help and help you, but that grows with the level, and now 18 people help me every time when I start building something, and that really reduces the time. And that's the important part when you always see the shocking times on my screen. For example, when I upgrade the next ops, it will be about 500 days, I guess. The last one was 484. And the higher the number there, the bigger the impact of the help. And so this alliance help is really important for this. And that's something that I really like about this game, that you meet people, that you work with people. On old servers, I've been in bad alliances, that happens. But if you get a bunch of people together that really like to do teamwork. I know there are people out there who are loners, who want to do it on their own. That's fine. But if I'm working with people, I want them to be into teamwork, and our alliance is a big teamwork alliance, and I really like that. We are not the biggest alliance on the server. We don't have the big spenders in my alliance, but we have a really good team, and that's what I really like about this game as well. And it's so much fun if you play with a bunch of people that want to do something for the common good as well, and not only for themselves, because egoists are enough in our real life, and egoists are in this game, but I don't need them around me every day. So it's nice to have people that are working as a team. And other things are like the discussions about the next territory season, for example, and so on. Yeah, there are some things where people need to work together in this game to still have fun. If everything would just be anarchy and everybody would just do what they want. You might have seen one of my earliest videos was the rules of engagement. And there is a big sense in it, why on every server in the beginning those rules of engagement appear from the players. It's not a Scopely thing. When it's about Scopely, you can attack everyone in your level range. That's the only limitation. I made a video on that one too. And otherwise you can attack everyone anytime. But how much fun is that if you can not even mine for 5 seconds without being attacked? Or fly anywhere for a mission without being attacked constantly? So these rules of engagement are really useful, and they are made by the players for the players, and not by Scopely. So that's why it's really important, and why we only allow people into our alliance that obey those rules of engagement that are on our server. On every server, I know there are rules of engagement, and they really do make sense. And so working together is the key here, and being able to trust people to a certain extent, and that people don't just go rogue. That's the worst you can have. You always have some rogues on your server, but that's nothing that you want. But most of us need to work together here. Some are nicer, some are not so nice. But in the end, you have to find solutions for a lot of things. And that's the point of it. You cannot force everything or anything. You need to cooperate there. And so we have some discussions at the moment on our server. I hope that there will be a solution soon, and especially about the next territory season. And I'm really looking forward to it. I will keep you posted on that, by the way. And I quickly want to remind the new players as well of something that I had to change today again, and that's the daily events. I know I made a video on this with the daily goals and the daily events, but okay, I helped enough. Now I can pick that one. But yesterday I finally reached my double lock for Federation and Klingons, and now I'm working on the Romulans, and that's why I'm not taking the rewards for Federation and Klingons now. You see on the top that I already reached my total points that I need for the big rewards and for the token for the 7-day chest, but you see that I still have a lot to do, and in time you will get more and more of those tasks here and more goals here. But when you are working on a certain faction and the reputation, it hurts because I can get a lot of nice stuff here, 2.4 million Klingon points and credits and stuff like that. But it's easier to get the reputation for the alliance, for the faction you're working on, if you just don't get them. And you just see that I changed that, because until yesterday, the ones I didn't take were the Romulans and the Klingons. And now I reached that lock. They are both above 1 billion now. Klingons are 1.5 billion and the Federation are 1 billion. And I need to get the Romulans to the billion now. And that's why I'm leaving that. And it's just another end of the year little tip as well. But as I said, I talked a lot about cooperation, teamwork and stuff like this, and about some issues with this game at the moment with the crashing, which even was better because when I stopped clicking too much, it didn't go out for the third time at least. But I'm looking forward, and I put the trust into Scopely that they will work on the quality, and that next year at some point I can play it on my sofa instead of my office when important stuff is going on. And I give them the shred of a doubt here. So let's have a look what happens. And I also hope that they fulfill other promises, like they said with the next territory season, or with the territory seasons, there will be new territories added. They said they didn't do it on the first one. I hope they will do it on the next one, but we will see. It hasn't started yet, but very soon the reset will come, because the event is only going for another 2 days, and it will be interesting. But let's see what the new year brings. I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you will celebrate nicely tonight, be with friends, with family, and enjoy the turn into the next year. In a lot of places on this planet, we are a few hours away from that. Others already have reached the new year, but a lot of us still have hours to go. So you might still have a time to look at the video that YouTube has chosen for you. In any case, I'll see you there. I'll be back, and Happy New Year.